Okay, so it's been a while since I do a what if series, and that because I was busy and I am sorry for not uploading a what if series for a while. But anyway, let's just begin. What if Sen was isekai? If I remember in the last part, yeah, Liz, the adventurer that go to a quest with Sen, helping a merchant named Elena, was stumbled to a village with ogres that were both Sen and Liz killed the ogres and then made the leader of the ogre a Cajun. After that, the Cajun stole take all the body of the ogre and become one and become a Cajun god or a ogre god. And I cannot speak right now. But anyway, Liz was attacked by the ogre or the Cajun god and sending fly to the woods. Sen getting mad and go berserk and found a new skill that made him literally more OP'er than before. After that, Sen saved Liz and revived her back to life. And I cannot speak again. After that, Liz stayed in the village with Sen and Elena, helping the village building it and see if anyone was injured. And in those few weeks, Liz learned that she can use the power of the dark dragon, but when she turned into using the power of dragon, her arm turned into a dragon but with a white scale, not black or darkness. And both of them, with Elena as well, the merchant, go to the capital. When they back, they report everything. Shiro and the staff of the guild was in shock, and they were noted by the village as well. And not only that, because of that, Sen and Liz was promoted to next rank, and Liz and Sen get a lot of gold. Every adventurer was in shock and amazed. So Sen and Liz worked together for another 2 weeks, and both of them getting more and more money from the adventure. They go to the dungeon and fight a lot of monsters back then to train Liz's power. After a few days, they'll have a lot of money and Sen planning to go back to his village. And Liz want to follow Sen because she started to develop a feeling towards Sen, even though he in this skeleton form and in his human form. So both of them go to Sen village. When they go to Sen village, Sen see one of the villager out of the village and calling him, and the villager seeing it and noticed that it was Sen, and he was surprised and happy to seeing him and say, "Sen, it's been a while, how have you been doing?" And Sen say, "I'm doing fine, how about you?" And the villager say, "I'm doing fine. I thought you would take more longer." And Sen say, "Yeah, I thought so too, but look." Sen carrying a bag, and when he opened it, there are a lot of money. The villagers was in shock and say, "This much? From just a month? How did you get this?" And Sen say, "I will explain it later, but come on, let's go." No, he say, I will go to the chief of the village, the elder. And the village say, okay then. And he went along. And he also asks, who is that girl? And Sensei, oh, that is Liz. He's my friend in the adventuring guild. And the villagers say hello to Liz as well. Liz and Sen walk to the village, and there are a lot of villagers of demi-human. Liz was shocked to see this much demi-human in this continent of this country. And Sen talked to them and asked if he can go meet the chief of the village. But then the chief of the village showed himself. And Sensei, Chief, long time no see. And the chief of the village, aka the elder as well, say, it's been a while. So, how was your adventure? And Sensei, interesting I guess. And here, Sen put a bag of the money that he get from the adventurer. And they was sure to see this much. And they thankful for Sen for helping the village. And Sen said, no problem, you guys helping me when I was nowhere to know in this place without knowing anything. So this is the only way to repaying it. And Sen asked, so I want to know where Lilith and Ellen. And Sen, the chief of the village say, oh, I think Ellen at your house that you stay in. And Sensei, is that so? Okay then, Liz, wanna follow? And Liz say, yeah. And so Liz follows Sen to the house that Sen was staying with Lilith and Ellen. Sen knocked on the door, and then there are voice, sound of a child, a boy. It say, coming. The voice. No, the door was open and they see a boy with a wolf ears. And Sen, no, the boy looked at Sen and Liz, and when he looked at Sen, he was happy and immediately jumped to Sen and say, Sen! And Sen say, hey kiddo, long time no see. And Sen asked, how have you been doing? And Ellen say, I'm doing fine. And he looked at Liz and asked, and who is she, Sen? And Sen said, oh, this is Liz. She is my friend from the Adventure Guild. And Ellen said, hello. Liz, in her mind, so cute. Sorry for that high-pitched voice I just did. But anyway, Lina want to pet him so much, but she tried to restrain herself, and inside her mind say, restrain yourself, woman! But anyway, Sen asked Ellen, where is your sister Lilith? And Ellen say, she going hunting. And Sen say, hunting? With who? And Ellen say, alone? And Sen will say, wait, what? She know it was dangerous to go out alone. And then they hear a thunder. And they see a big lightning coming in the world. Sen immediately put Ellen down and say, Ellen, stay here. I will go see what happened. Sen go running, but then and Liz follow him as well. And Ellen say, oh yeah, I forgot to tell them about Lilith's new power, huh? Well, this is going to be interesting. And Sen and Liz running through the forest, and when they go in to the forest, they go to the place that it was tried. When they go there, Sen was ahead of Liz, he looked to see that a girl with a light blue hair, and the girl looked somewhat familiar towards San. San cannot put the finger. The girl turned around to see San, and when their eyes crossed eyes, the girl get a smile and happy, and immediately run towards San and hug him and shout, "Sans!" And San was confused and was surprised to the speed and why the girl hugging him. And the girl say, "I miss you." And San was confused, but then he realized who this is and say, "Wait, Lilith?" And Lilith was smiling and say, "Yup, it's me." And San say, What happened? Why you blow?" But then Liz finally catch up with San, saying that a girl just hugging him and say, "What?" And Lilith say, "Who are you?" And Liz immediately walk towards San and Lilith immediately separating them and say, "Get away from him! Who are you and why did you hug him?" And Lilith with annoyed face say, "What's your problem? He know me and we've been knowing each other for so long. And who are you exactly?" with annoyed face. And Liz introduces herself with a somewhat annoyed, say, "My name is Liz, and this is my partner, aka also my friend, and I would appreciate if you not just stay on his body." And Lilith just understand this and say, "Oh, is that so?" And she glare at Liz, and Liz glare at Lilith, and there are spark of lightning between their eye. And Sam saying this and say, "You too?" And then they look at Sam and say, "Sam, who is this girl?" And shouting, and Sam was in shock to see this. And Sam explained who this is. And Liz, God damn it, why can I not speak? Lilith and Lina, no, and let me explain. Lilith and Liz say, "Oh, is that so?" And Sam asks Lilith to what happened and why do you have a blue hair? And Lilith explained in those few months after her fever is gone, one night she started to glow with an electric spark, and then boom, her entire body changed. Her eyes started to glow with blue spark of lightning, and her hair is now light blue. They talked to the chief of the village, and the chief of the village explained that Lilith have the power of their old descendant, the Thunder Wolf or a Lightning Wolf, and one of the most powerful creature or a monster. Lily was excited after hearing that and started training herself in those few months. And now she is one of the strongest villager in the village. And she can create a lightning and attack her enemy. And Sans say, "Wow, that's pretty cool." And Liz say, "I can be better." And Lilith hearing that and say, "What did you just say?" And Liz say, "You hear me?" And she turned her arm into a dragon, Lilith was in shock and asked, "What the? How did you?" And Sen explained everything. And about how he don't explain about he kissed Liz to save her. Because this would be more complicated, especially for him. And they say, "Is that so? So you have the power of the black dragon?" And they say, "Yeah, what about it?" And Lilith say, "There's no problem, but..." Then Lilith run up to Sen and hug his arm. And Liz seeing it and say, "What?" in her mind. And I cannot speak. Lilith looked at Liz and put a smirk face. Liz, getting pouted or jelly or jealous, immediately hugged Sen's other arm. And Sen was confused and said, "What are you doing?" And Liz say, "How about we use your shortcut? We can go back to the village more easier." And Sen say, "Oh, that's a good idea." So he uses his shortcut and they go back to the village. In the night, they're having a celebration for Sen's achievement and for getting a lot of money to help the village. And Lilith and Liz starting to arguing and starting a wrestling match, arm wrestling match. The villager was cheering and happy to seeing this. Sen was happy to seeing this such commotion. And why did they fight? One, they are drunk. And before you ask, are they illegal for drinking? Let's just say, in other words, the age of drinking is more lower than usual on each country. And let's just say, Sen was happy and left his ass off saying this. And before you wondering, is the kid also drinking? Of course not. They are too young. They are 10 years old. Let's just say the age drinking are how about 15? I know that sound a bit too young, but hey, this is another war. So let's just do it. The children drinking a milk or an apple juice or a grape juice, not a wine, okay? But anyway, let's go to another place. There was a shrine or a church. There are a magic circle on the floor. There are a lot of priests and archbishop. They're starting to chanting something. The magic circle started to glow brighter and brighter, and then a huge light beam coming out from the magic circle. And when the light fades away, they see there are 3 persons on the inside of the magic circle. Inside of the magic circle, there was a girl, 3 of them, and I will give them a code name for now. If you notice who it is, I congratulate you, and please keep it a secret. The first one named F, second named C, and the third one named B. FC, what the? F looked at C and said, "See? Is that really you?" And C said, F, what the? And C looked at her body to see she alive. How though? She thought she was a ghost. And Both of them look at each other and then they look to another girl and they say, "It's you!" And I will end it right here. And sorry for not uploading for a while, but I was busy, so busy, and cannot speak properly. But anyway, see ya, bye bye.